Hey guys, and welcome to Bratislava, the capital city of Slovakia. We are staying in Vienna, which is about an hour away. So we went to the train station this morning, got the train, just got off, and now we are right at the entrance into the Old Town. We'll be spending all of today trying to discover a bit of Bratislava, and we'll come back to Vienna in the evening.
Right behind us is Michael's Gate, which is the only remaining gate that leads into the Old Town.
And the vibes are happening.
Oh yeah, yes. So now we are going to go into the medieval town and below the gate. And the first thing we're doing is we'll buy a ticket to go up into Michael's Tower and have a view of the city.
Also, we just saw the cutest dog.
No one checked our tickets. There was no one at the entrance.
You can definitely commit ticket fraud here.
Yes. We don't encourage it. Correction, we did have our tickets checked.
But you can still get a first floor balcony
Yes,
view.
you still have a peek at the first floor.
Whoa.
Nice.
This is well nice.
You can see the castle behind
Oh yeah.
and the Old Town. Really beautiful.
We made it. It was about 4 or 5 floors, something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't too high up.
But this tower was built around the 1300s. And then later on, in the 1700s, they added the copper roofs and the statue of Saint Michael at the top. But yeah, great views of the Old Town from here. You can see the famous UFO bridge. We'll get to see from much closer most of these attractions. We've got the Bratislava Castle on one side, more churches over there. But actually, most of today we'll be spending here on these streets.
Yeah.
And actually, right now, next, we're gonna go to one of the most beautiful cafes in Bratislava. That's actually exciting. It's a very, very touristy place, but
It's thirsty for a reason, and
Exactly.
I'm craving some coffee.
back in the day, Bratislava was the place where Hungarian kings used to be crowned, because Buda, well, it wasn't Budapest at the time, Buda was under Ottoman ruling. So I think it was like 10 or 11 kings were actually crowned in Bratislava. Amongst them was even Maria Theresa, the one who, she redid the Schönbrunn, because we were there just a few days ago. And also, apparently she redid the Bratislava Castle here, where we're gonna go a bit later. But for now, it is time for coffee, and it is time for cake. You know what Maria Theresa said? Oh. It probably wasn't her, was it?
No, apparently it's not true.
Oh, okay. So they didn't even get to eat cake.
It's a legend or something like that.
All right.
Allegedly.
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 Quite popular is the dobos because it's quite signature.
Yeah.
It's a chocolate cake with a crispy caramel on top. Also the Esterhazy, it's with walnut. And the cremesh is also delicious.
Okay. Okay, thank you. We are at Kormuth. We each got a cake and coffee. Very beautifully decorated.
It's a slice of cake, not a whole cake.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can see it.
I think we just witnessed the difference between tourist trap and touristy spot,
Yeah.
because this place is definitely super touristy, but it's not a trap because the quality is there.
Yes. The attention to detail is so minute. Everything is so beautiful. And actually, the cakes were very good.
Very good.
I got a carrot cake with fruit, and the fruit were
This is street music.
and the fruit were also very tasty. And you got a traditional cake, which
I had a dobosh,
yes,
which is very traditional in most Central Eastern European countries.
yeah,
We used to have them growing up as well.
yeah.
It marked an event. It was a cake for an event. It's hard to make.
Yes.
And
It's very difficult to make it.
I don't even think my mom ever made it, or very, very rarely. We would just have it if we went to someone's house for their birthday or something.
And I had a marzipan cappuccino.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was one of the best cappuccinos I've ever had. Now, mind you, the prices are quite high. You have to pay a minimum 13 euro to be able to sit down.
Yeah, it's like a minimum spend.
Yes, the cakes were
10 euros.
10 euros, but all of them had the same price. All of them were
Yeah.
10 euros. And even the coffee was quite expensive.
Coffee was quite expensive. It was about 7 to 10 euros, which
Yeah.
is a lot. But, so we ended up paying like 36 euros for everything in the end. However, in London, for example, if you are to go out for a nice slice of cake and a coffee, it'll probably end up being 25, 28 pounds.
For two people.
Yeah, like in a nice place,
yeah.
not in a regular coffee shop. So it is more expensive than that, but the place looks incredible. It looks like a, Renaissance
Yeah,
palace.
yeah.
Realistically, because the frescoes are incredible. The furniture is antique. I even went downstairs on a little mission just to explore a bit. The toilets are incredible. Even the urinal was the most beautiful urinal I've ever seen. I didn't think I would ever say that sentence, but it actually was.
I also loved the marble tables, pink marble table.
So I think if you are in Bratislava and you can afford it, this is definitely a place you don't want to miss out on, because it's very beautiful, it's very unique, and you're only going to do it once.
Yes, and plus the service was really good. The girls were super, super nice.
We are now going to something that only takes place on Saturdays in Bratislava. We're going to the market hall, where we're gonna attend the local Saturday market. This means,
happens.
hopefully, as far as I've read, street food and all sorts of other random items. So this place here, there were crowds gathered outside without necessarily looking to become customers of the place. They would just come to the front door, take photos inside because it is that beautiful, and then they would be on their way. And I think even tour guides have this as sort of a destination just to see this shop front, and you can, window shop, I guess.
But there was no queue when we entered, so there's not necessarily lines to get in.
No.
To take photos.
There were free tables. Okay, so now we are in the main square of the Old Town, next to the main fountain here, and actually right behind us, it's the Old Town Hall and its own tower. As you can see, there's some people up there, so you can pay for another ticket and climb this tower. It's a little bit less tall than the previous one, but it does offer views of this main square as opposed to probably the whole of the Old Town from the other one. So I guess you can pick and choose. I don't see why you would end up doing both.
Yeah.
not sure exactly when this video will drop, but for context, we are now in the 20th? Yeah, 20th of September. And it is so hot. I think I've made my peace. This is probably the last day that I'm wearing shorts this year. But it's, I think, 28 degrees today, 29 even, which is well over 80 Fahrenheit. And it's so, so pleasant.
Yeah, I didn't really bring t-shirts with me on this trip, so...
Here we are.
Long sleeves.
We're inside the market. The ground floor is mainly food, drinks, and local produce and stuff like that. And the top floor is all kinds of stuff. We can't really see because we haven't been up yet, but we see some clothes, some books, and also some seating area too.
Handmade stuff, I think.
And we found our first stall. We're gonna have a glass.
Local wine.
So Laura is having a local rosé, Slovak. That's a €2.
It's really good.
€2 small glass.
But it's very good.
And I'm having something called, I think it's called Burcak in Slovak. It's called Sturm in Vienna. And it's basically very young wine that's not fully fermented. And it's usually between 4 and 7% alcohol. So it's kind of like a beer in terms of strength.
And I think it's a bit sweeter, right, than normal wine.
I tasted it. It's a bit sweet, yeah. It's kind of like a bit of an alcoholic must. It's good. So we paid for these two together, €5. Really good. You kind of need cash for
for this market.
everything here. We don't have that much cash on us, so we'll just do all you can spend, I guess. It's also really cool. The guy that sold this to us, he said we can walk everywhere we want with the glass. And when we're finished, just bring it back to him.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I thought we should stick to this
Really,
corner.
no, it's really easy going. He said we can even go upstairs if we want, and then just bring it back at any point. So you can just grab a glass, do your walking, and that's it. Also, this place is only open from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So do with that information whatever you want, and it's only on Saturdays. Sure.
Sip and walk, sip and
Sip
browse.
and shop.
Sip and browse.
Yeah, sip and browse.
Interesting. But this is a very adult thing, I feel like.
Is this adult entertainment?
We are grown-ups now. Aw. It's not too
Hey
bad.
mom, we made it. So generally speaking, prices are very good.
Yeah.
Coffee's like €2, €2.50, and they give you tasters of most things if you're actually interested in stuff. Don't just go around taking tasters like a dad in Costco. You get tasters of loads of stuff. They got really nice cheeses as well, cold cuts, honeys, all kinds of cakes and stuff. So
Yeah, and everything is very local.
yeah. So you can actually come here and make an afternoon out of it, I guess. Okay, we're outside. So this happens every Saturday. And this, street food, this happens once every few months. And it only takes 4 days. So now we're overlapping the two.
Yep.
I think this is like the equivalent of seeing an eclipse or something like that.
Yeah.
But better,
A
obviously.
lunar or sun eclipse.
Both at the same time. Okay, we're gonna wander now through the street food trucks, tents, all of these, and we're gonna try a couple of things. Not sure what, but we'll. That is my pledge.
I'm not very hungry, but okay.
And by we, I mean me. We're waiting in line now for brinjeve halushki, which is some sort of dumplings with cheese, sheep cheese, and I think some sort of speck on top, fatty speck. Nice.
Some bacon.
Bacon, yes, like bacon bits.
Yes.
So I had to do a translating job over there between a nice older lady from Austria or Germany, I don't know, and the people selling these in English. So I was,
This is your second.
this is my second job.
Yeah. No, but your second time helping someone from Germany today.
Oh yeah, it is. This is probably the most coveted space here because there's always a line. We have here two dishes. So normally you can get either this side or that side, but I asked for a mix of the two, just so we can try two different
Monster.
things. I think it's actually quite common. I don't think it's revolutionary. So we have the brinjeve halushki, which is the cheese, the sheep cheese with potato dumplings, which is this side. And then we have this one, which is called, I think, strapaczki, which is the same potato dumplings, but instead of the sheep cheese, you have sauerkraut.
Oh.
And then you have the, the fatty bacon on top.
Which is fried.
Yes, deep fried fatty bacon on top.
Crispy.
Normally you can order one or the other. They do have a few other options. They have the same one, this one vegan, so they have options.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the honors? Come on.
I'll try this bit with the cheese.
With the cheese, okay.
And I'll do something very daring. And
have some
I'll
bacon.
have some bacon, even though I don't really eat bacon.
Ay, Dios mío.
My God, so much cheese. Is it hot? Tastes like childhood.
So we did have a similar dish in Prague.
The one was a bit smokier.
Yeah.
This one has a bit more sauce. This one is a bit more al dente because it's potato. So
So this is
it's not so mushy.
this is Czechoslovakian mac and cheese.
It's good.
This is one of the national dishes in Slovakia. I'm gonna try the other one then. Good? So you're happy with that?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Is it
very,
rich?
It's very filling and rich, yeah. I mean, it's potato with cheese. Good?
I think this might actually be a better option because maybe cheese with a fatty bacon can be a bit heavy,
Yeah, but it's a bit of bacon.
but the sauerkraut works really well. It's so good.
If you like sauerkraut, this is very good. Yeah.
This is such a pleasant surprise.
But
Okay.
it's leaner, but I still prefer the cheese one.
Between halushki and strapaczki.
If I'm on a diet, strapaczki. If not, halushki.
I think if you're on a diet, neither.
Yeah. Just the sauerkraut.
No, this is really good. As I remember, in our household growing up, this was one of my dad's favorite dishes. Obviously not potato dumplings, but macaroni. Overcooked macaroni.
And he would
With-
sprinkle bacon.
Exactly, with this very salty cheese and sprinkled bacon, exactly like this. So this hits really close to home. There's
Little.
variations of all of these in all
Yeah.
the Central Eastern
Yeah.
European countries. This is a huge portion too, and it's 9 euros.
It's very big. We have now arrived to the Blue Church. This is one of the most important landmarks in Bratislava. It's very unique. It's about 100 years old and it's built in a Art Nouveau style with a Hungarian twist. It's very beautiful. It's like, I don't know, it's like a cake.
It is like a cake. I swear. It's like something you would see in a theme park, maybe.
Yeah.
But apparently the interior is also quite beautiful. Google Maps says that on Saturdays it's closed, so let's see if we can get in. We might not be able to. I think it probably looks especially pretty now that it's sunny.
So this is not right in the Old Town. It's a bit more on the outskirts of the Old
Yeah.
Town, but it's still very close.
Yeah, it's like less than 10 minutes
Yeah.
away. Okay, let's go see if we can get in. It's so unique. Also, we saw at the top it has we thought it would be the Illuminati sign, the triangle with the eye in it, but
Yeah, apparently it's an old sign that is used in churches. It means like the eye of God or something, right?
yeah, the all-seeing eye of God.
Okay.
And it means that God is watching over humanity. Allegedly. We're just discussing facts, we're not discussing speculations. So it is closed, but it's not.
I mean, there's some bars, but you can see through them and you can see kind of the whole interior of the church. You can't get close to anything, but it's still visible, so
Good enough.
yeah.
This was our only adventure in this side of the town. We're gonna head back into the old town. We got a lot of things to see. Actually, we don't have that much time. We have like 4 hours before we have to go back. So Bratislava is a very old settlement. It used to be a Celtic settlement and then Roman. And ever since the First World War, the name of the town is Bratislava. Before that, it was Pressburg. And actually, this palace that we just walked into is where Napoleon and the Holy Roman Empire signed their peace agreement. I don't think that held, though. I can't remember. I was too young back then. But yeah, we are now in what is probably the most elegant palace in Bratislava. Very beautiful. It's free to walk around in the garden and the
Courtyard, yeah.
yeah, sort of like the grounds. We just had to pay €3 to walk upstairs and basically see a few rooms. And one of them is supposedly very impressive, called the Hall of Mirrors, I think. We didn't get there yet, so we just needed to sit down for a moment.
We're old.
If there's one thing you can do really well in Bratislava is finding a really nice place to drink something. There are so many bars, breweries, wine bars,
With terraces outside as well.
and most of them look really good too. So we are now in what I think is sort of an Irish bar. The name is very interesting. I was convinced that that is a Slovak word, but turns out it means Ishkabaha in Old Irish, which is where the word whiskey comes from. We're not having whiskey. I am having a local Slovak craft beer from outside of Bratislava.
And I am having, as always, a rosé wine, chilled, local chilled rosé wine. Yes, it's very warm outside, so we're not gonna have whiskey.
No, it is very warm, and this place is really nice here in the shade.
I have to say, so far,
Oh, this is so good.
Slovakian wine has been very good.
One mention, we needed more cash here in Bratislava than we did in any of the other major cities we've seen so far. So I would definitely recommend getting euros and making sure you have some, because street food we had to pay in cash. Here, this is cash only. A few other places were cash only as well.
But there's a lot of ATMs.
Yeah,
So
it's not a problem. And we're gonna spend a bit of time here in the shade.
so nice. There's a breeze now. Oh.
Break down all the lights, let me hold you close. I'm full of
Being in Central Europe, soup is a very big part of the culture.
Yes, it's very important to
I
have your
remember-
daily soup.
I remember growing up, we'd always have soup every day. You gotta have your soup. Growing up, I realized why.
It's good for hydration,
Yes, but so is water.
and it's good for your,
If you need your noodles, your daily noodle.
yeah.
With that in mind, we came to a place called Soup Culture, where you can get soup in a cone.
In a edible cone.
my love won't budge. My love won't fade after the preview. We only get one life.
The instructions were very clear. Drink soup, eat cup. So it's 3 cheeses soup with fried onion and parsley on top, and a turmeric cup, cone, whatever, I don't know. Drink soup, eat cup. Are you ready to drink soup?
And eat the cup. Yes, and eat cup.
Eat cup.
The backdrop is nice.
Backdrop is the very tower we went up on this morning.
Yeah. Is this onion?
Yes, it's fried onion.
And how? Oh, I have to drink it because it's only this
Yeah,
spoolie
that's
thing.
what I mean. It's not a spoon. You gotta drink. It's soup.
It's not very liquidy, is
It's
it?
soup. Soup for my family. Be careful. Don't bite that. And all right.
You have to eat cup.
As long as you know what you're doing. So this was €5.70. I think if you get a cup that's not edible, it's just a little bit cheaper.
The cup is very good. I feel like it's a bit of a potato-y soup with cheese, a bit like
It does taste
mashed
good.
potato with cheese.
Yeah, like the boiled potato
Yeah.
that's been a bit overboiled
Yeah.
and then smashed in.
Yeah, and you can feel the parsley as well, but the cup is really good. Have you tasted the cup
You said drink soup, eat cup.
after?
Yeah.
Oh. The cup is good.
Soup culture.
I mean, I know this was well rated, but there's no one really here, so I have my doubts.
I'm
but
not
it's
sure how
very
many
good.
people have soup at 4 p.m.
That's true. They also have lentil and borscht.
Yeah, they have the Ukrainian borscht, they have the lentil soup, and they have one more thing I forgot.
Vegan option, falafel.
Yeah.
I thought I was done, but you never are. There's always a chant and a beating heart. I'll give you my best. I think that's a start.
Another trip down memory lane. We got to Piana Vishnia. This is a bar that only sells this. This is a sort of a liqueur made out of sour cherries.
Yes.
And it's extremely popular in Romania and basically all the Central Eastern European countries again.
Yes.
My parents make it.
Yeah.
They make actually a very good one, not gonna lie.
Yeah, really good one.
And they serve it inside with actual sour cherries that you can eat. Obviously, they're infused with the alcohol.
Yeah, and the cherries are from a compote, basically.
This is not a spirit. It's, I think, 17 or 18%, something like that. So it's not super strong, but it's strong enough for you to have 100 ml and feel that you had it.
And it's usually popular, I think, amongst women more than men, right?
What do you mean? I love it.
No, but you know what I mean.
I'm joking. It's very good. It's a lot less strong than what I'm used to.
Do you have the option of ordering something stronger?
No, I think that's it.
Oh, this is it, the only option.
They
Okay.
have these different prices for the quantity that you
Yeah.
have, and I think you can buy takeaway. They got loads of bottles and merch and stuff.
But it's a cool concept, right?
Very good. It's also not very expensive. It's like €4 for a glass. We are on our way to the top of this hill. We're going to Bratislava Castle, which is, well, as the name says, it's a castle.
Bratislava, yes.
And it's supposedly going to allow us to have really good views. It's about a 20-minute hike. It's kind of a hike, right? It's a bit of a hike.
It is, yeah. It has a few steps and then a steep pathway as well. I mean,
It's nice in the shade though, I'm not
Yeah,
complaining.
yeah.
But it's about 20 minutes from the Old Town.
yeah.
There is one other castle outside of Bratislava that normally is part of most itineraries in Bratislava, called Devin Castle. And that's supposedly also very beautiful, but today we're just sticking to the one really close by to the center.
There is also an alpaca cafe,
Yes, there is.
but it's like 20 minutes away, I think, from the center of Bratislava.
It's 20-minute drive. away.
Yeah. And I mean, we would have gone there, but we didn't have time. So
I think
if you have a bit more time here, maybe check that out.
Let's go up the hill, get some really good views, and then we got to come downstairs again because there's beer to be had. It's Slovakia,
We have
and
to get
I've only
rewarded.
had one beer, and that's not good. You made it.
I mean, it wasn't that bad.
It really wasn't. But it's a really good view from up here. We get to see the bridge with the UFO bar, restaurant, viewpoint, whatever that is.
Yeah, that is a viewpoint that you can access and yeah, have a view.
It's very popular. It's one of the main destinations here.
Yeah.
But for now, we're up here. There's a really, really, really nice breeze going on from the Danube.
And most importantly, there's a castle behind us.
And yes, there's a big fortress behind Laura.
And you can walk all around it. There's people tanning, I guess. You can still tan
Yeah.
in September. It's really nice to walk here.
So this castle was built initially around the year 900 and then demolished, destroyed,
Rebuilt,
partially
yeah.
rebuilt, so on, numerous times. Now it's literally a square castle with 4 corners and 4 of those towers.
It's really a pleasant walk. It's super relaxing here. Again, me with the traffic. There's no traffic here. It's
was-
pedestrian.
Fully pedestrian all the way up to the top. I'm liking Bratislava, very user-friendly.
Yeah, very relaxing.
I think it's one of the most ideal-sized towns for a one-day trip.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
You got plenty of things to do.
Yes.
You don't feel like you've missed out on loads if you don't do
Yeah.
quite everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too big, it's not overwhelming. You don't have to get public transportation anywhere.
Yeah. So basically, you want to focus on the historic center, and right near the historic center, there's the castle, and it's easily done in one day.
And you have great food and great drinks all around.
And-
Prices are decent, so
Yeah,
why not?
yeah.
Are we just smaller versions of a bigger home? Are you the rivers in your veins and mine? The flakes that become snow? And you might believe that everything is broken. Fragments of sentences we haven't spoken. But maybe, are we we just jagged lines across a buried sea? Are the shapes inside a sun disk the same as the arms of trees? And saying we're a shell of what we used to be. Maybe we're smaller. Are we just smaller? And I get lost in finding comfort this time. Fractals all around us in hopes that I find.
Cheers.
Hey.
Cheers. Local Bratislavan lager. We sat down for some sort of dinner.
Yeah, small bite.
Yes, a half dinner
Yes.
at Teremtete or Teremtiti. I don't know.
Teremtiti.
Supposedly a hidden gem in the old town of Bratislava with some very good food and decent drinks so far.
The outdoor tables are not very hidden, but there's
No.
a courtyard inside, which is very pretty.
Yes.
But we chose to sit here because the music is not so loud, or not
so loud.
not at all.
Yeah, no music outside. We got a half chicken we're gonna share and then we're gonna move on. We have exactly 90 minutes between now and our train back to Vienna. And we have enough time for this and one more drink, a nightcap in a really nice bar.
Barely.
I have to say, Bratislava has no shortage of bars, so there's so many to choose from. But there are a couple of drinks that I want to try, local ones, after this. Let's see, maybe we'll have time. The trains back to Vienna are every hour, so you don't need to book your tickets in advance necessarily. Maybe in super high season, perhaps, I don't know. But for now, we didn't book anything yet, and when we are getting closer to the train station, we'll get the tickets then. And we use the app Omio for that. Super helpful. That's what we used this morning as well, and we just got the tickets on the day of today. So you don't really need to plan ahead too much.
Worst case scenario, we'll find a hotel here in Bratislava.
Well, we do have a train going to Salzburg tomorrow morning,
Oh, I forgot.
so not
Good.
really.
Okay, well,
It's gonna be a tough one.
yes, let's be prompt. So we're not super hungry, and we decided to share a half a chicken. This is a half a chicken. I think
Is it in the room with us?
it's quite a skinny, tiny chicken. But the silver linings is that we have another chunk of chicken in the fridge.
Yeah.
Back
Back in our Vienna
Yeah.
apartment.
So yeah, and some broccoli. Yeah,
Yeah.
some broccoli.
Bits.
Yes. Okay.
Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. We have 70 minutes to the train, and in our next spot, they do have some traditional sausages. They have the utopenec, the pickled one that we had in Prague
Oh,
outside of working hours with my parents. And they have really good drinks there as well, so we're gonna have this real quick. We're gonna move on.
of course.
We're gonna,
So once you take the skin off, it's actually a third of a half a chicken.
a third of a half.
I'm sure it's delicious. This is a mushroom sauce or something.
Sauteed mushrooms. So this place has a 4.9 rating on Google. You just finished the food.
Yes, it's done. It's
Right,
over.
we
Let's
can go. We don't often have to do this, but sometimes it needs to be done. I'm sorry, that place has a 4.9 rating. Overpriced food, extremely salty, tiny portion, and it took a long time for them to bring it.
And this comes from people who actually enjoy a lot of salt on their food.
Yes.
But even for us, it was kind of salty. But that chicken for 17 euro was so small. Honestly, even for me, that portion was too small.
that was smaller than a normal starter. I'm sorry.
That was not a chicken. That was a bird.
That was a,
That was a.
probably like a small parrot.
Oh no.
But size-wise is what I mean. I'm sure that maybe other dishes are good. The place looks great. The people working there were very nice. But,
Yeah, but that was
no.
kind of the most expensive
I'm sorry, no.
dish on the menu. So I can't even imagine like ordering something a bit less expensive. Like, what's the portion size for that? And in Slovakia, you would expect that the prices would be a bit, I don't know. Not
Well,
on the lower
I
side, but
think
like.
it's meant to be one of the higher end spots in Bratislava. But I'm sorry, no.
Yes, no.
There's still enough time in this evening to save it. On to the next one.
Or I will have a sausage and I will have a.
Sausage dog.
Yeah. I wish. Until we arrived at Black Dog. The pub itself is super charming. I love the place.
Very vintage.
Yeah, and the prices are so fair. I got a glass of wine with €4, and Horia got a beer with,
3, I think less
Three?
than 3.
and we got something to eat. What did we get?
Just like a pickled sausage.
Oh yes.
Already. This looks completely different. So this huge portion here, €4.90. This beer, €2.80, and this is like their premium one. Nice. I don't know exactly where I had once the beer Bernard, but I remember it was really good. This, utapenec. Pickled sausage with sauerkraut, pickled peppers, mustard, bread, and horseradish.
of bread.
And horseradish. Bit of mustard, bit of this, bit of that. Oh man, this is so good. This is why I'm here.
Beer and sausages.
Exactly. Oh, this is really good.
Pace yourself.
We can, the train is coming.
That's true.
This spot, the Black Dog, very good drinks and food. Place looks great. Definitely a spot to come. Probably when it's not as warm outside. I'm guessing because they don't have any outside seating. It's not as popular right now. Everyone's sitting on one of the terraces on the main streets.
Yeah, but that door is open. It's very breezy. It's not warm at all.
really nice.
It's really nice. Yeah.
Definitely a gem that we found here.
Yep.
I'm not sure how hidden it is, but it's
Yeah.
definitely a gem.
It's really nice. Yeah.
So I would definitely come back to this spot here. 29 minutes to train. Last sips. Also, this is our nightcap for tonight. This is Tatra tea, typical Slovak spirit. There's different kinds from 22%, 32, 42, 52, 60, all the way to 72%. Different kinds. But
Do you
this
not
is
get blind from 72?
we've had Stroh, that's 80.
Oh Jesus, yes.
This is the most popular one, the 52%. It's black tea extract with fruit extract, I think, and yeah, alcohol. Like I'm not sure what the actual base is other than the black tea. If I remember, I'll put it on the screen. But we have tried this before. I don't know if the 52. I can't remember.
So 52 is in the middle. It's a bit more
Yeah.
measured.
52
A
is
bit
the
more
typical.
sensible.
52 is the typical Romanian moonshine palinka made by my uncle. That's 52.
How did you know? Could he measure the alcohol?
I don't think he knows, other than years and years of experience of
Ballparking.
drinking. Just the experience of drinking. Okay, I gotta finish this first. I'm not a massive connoisseur of beers, but as far as I can tell, Bernard is a very good beer.
Okay, let's
Cheers.
sample this one.
It's herbal, so you can taste the herbs.
Is it herbal like ouzo? Like
No, it's
licorice?
lovely. It's lovely. You would like this.
Okay.
You would
Is it
really
sweet?
like this. It's a bit sweet.
Okay. Because I don't really enjoy licorice, but
Enough talk. Let's do it. Yeah, have a small sip. It's good.
it smells
It's-
caramelly. a
It's
bit,
the
like caramel.
lightest. It's so light. I mean, it's 52%, but it's really light.
It's quite lovely.
It's kind of lovely, right? It's strong.
It is strong, but it's quite lovely.
I was hoping we'd be able to taste several ones, different strengths, but they only have this one,
And we don't have time.
and we don't have time.
And we're gonna be on a train and they'll arrest us. We will be too rowdy after.
Ah, come on. They've seen worse Brits than us. Well, let's finish this and go grab our Uber to the train station.
good, thank you.
What a hero, thank you.
No worries.
Okay, we made it. We still have 11 minutes to spare.
The Uber driver was really nice.
I have to say, and we were just discussing this on the way here, this is our 6th European capital in just about a month. And Bratislava has the nicest, most friendly people without any frills or any, just nice, kind people.
The best service.
Yeah. So don't hesitate to come to Bratislava, even if it doesn't sound fabulous on paper. It's really, really a great time. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, it's
I love it.
clean, it's affordable. Victoria is asleep. We managed to catch our train, but it's a bit delayed.
Yeah, we've been sitting here for half an hour and we just left for Vienna right now.
Yes.
We are heading back to Vienna. Tomorrow we're taking a train to Salzburg, our new destination. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And we'll see you in the next one.